Hello students, welcome to Jupiter's Online Academy. In last class we have discussed about the various food components and the taste. At the same time, the various quantity of food components helps to our body. Okay, so today we'll discuss about other food component, that is roughages or dietary fibers. Okay, see here roughages and the dietary fibers. What is meant by roughages? Okay, so roughages is nothing but a strand-like substances. Okay. So, for example, if you see any vegetable like ridge guard, so if you break that vegetable, if you make them into small pieces, you can find a strand-like structures. Okay. So, from that pieces, you can observe that a small strand-like structures, nothing but fibers. Okay. So, such fibers are called dietary fibers or roughages. Okay. So, here see, there are some components of food that necessary for our body. They are very necessary to our body as nothing but roughages or also called dietary fibers because they are helps in digestion process. Okay. See here. We have activity here. See roughages in some food items. See, collect some vegetables. Collect some vegetables. You need to do this. By doing this, then you can understand what are fibers. Okay. So don't forget, compulsory you have to do this activity. By that you came to know what are nothing but what is a fiber, what is meant by roughages. Okay. So here collect some vegetables like ribbed gourd, a ridge gourd, bunch beans, a lady's finger, or some boiled sweet potato. Okay, even these also you can find out the strand like structures. Okay, so when you break them or crush them, you can make the piece. You can observe some fiber like structures into the pieces. Okay, see, do you find some find strands or thread like structures? Yes, we can find a strand like structures. Okay, threads like a thread. Okay, some thread like structures we can observe in them, like in the lady's finger, in the beans. Okay, and in the ridge guard. See, when we observe the potato, after that too, after cooking, sorry, after boiling, you can observe some fiber-like structures in the potato. So they are nothing but the strand-like structures are nothing but roughages. What are these strands are called? Nothing but roughages. Okay. These strands are called roughages. So yes, roughages are kind of carbohydrates. Roughages are a kind of carbohydrates. As you know, carbohydrates are in various, like starch called carbohydrate, sugars nothing but one type of carbohydrate, cellulose one type of carbohydrate. So these roughages are also nothing but one carbohydrate, that is nothing but cellulose. Okay, that is a cellulose. Which type of which carbohydrate means that is a cellulose. Okay, so these roughages are unable to digest in our body because our body do not have the capacity to digest the cellulose, right? So then how it is useful to our body if it is not digest? What is the use of this roughages is? Maybe you will get this doubt. Okay, I'll say. So this is cellulose is nothing but one carbohydrate, right? So that our body fails to digest, means our body unable to digest this kind of carbohydrate, that is cellulose. So that helps in free bowel movement in the digestive tract and prevent constipation. Okay, and prevent constipation. It is what is meant by constipation? Constipation nothing but the food must travel through this digestive system. Okay, so for example, you think this is a esophagus, a small intestine, large intestine. So various organs are involved in the digestion process. So in that, the food must travel through these all organs. But if the food doesn't have any proper roughages, okay, the food do not contain this kind of roughages in that, so the food unable to travel easily through this canal, okay, through this system. So then what happened? It will be stuck up. Okay, so it will be stuck up here only. So the food cannot move through this canal, means through this digestive system. So then what happened? Which leads to constipation. It leads to constipation. It will be stuck here and here itself. It cannot move because the lack of roughages and lack of water. Okay, so that's why will the people those who are feel difficulty in digestive system, always they feel stomach full. Okay, so and this constipation also cause various diseases. Okay, if the people those who are suffering with this constipation, this constipation leads to various diseases also. So that's why it must be the taking of food only is not important. Expel of food materials, expel of undigested food also very important. Okay, so these roughages helps in that expel of waste materials or undigested food from the body. Okay, see here the roughages are so they helps in a free bowel movement. So when the food contain the roughages, so these roughages helps to the food to move easily without any difficulties through the digestive tract. Okay, so then here some sources of roughages are there. I hope you understood this function of roughages, and not only helps in bowel movement. So they are helps in cleaning. Okay, the cleaning nothing but cleaning to intestine due to the roughages. Means we can say that is a cleaning. Okay, cleaning of this roughages, cleaning of this digestive tract. Okay. So here it absorb toxic substances, the roughages which are inside the food materials, and also absorb the toxic substances. Okay. So and this also absorb glucose. This is also absorb glucose. If excess amount of glucose is present in the food material are absorbed by this roughages. If this absorption of glucose is helps in controlling the sugar levels in the blood. Okay, so if the glucose is not absorbed by these roughages, this glucose directly mixed with the blood. Then what happened? The glucose percentage increased in the blood, which causes diabetes. Okay, if the glucose levels increase in the blood, it leads to diabetes. So to avoid this problem, to regulate the sugar or to regulate this glucose levels in the blood, these excess amount of glucose absorbed by these roughages, right? So by that we can that risk of diabetes will be reduced by these roughages. Okay, so these are the absorption of poisonous materials, absorption of excess glucose. By that it can control the diabetes. Okay, at the same time it helps in avoiding constipation and also helps to the food in proper bowel movement. Okay, this is the function of roughages. Then where does these roughages are present? From where we'll get this? See, these roughages are mostly will get in bran, shredded wheat, cereals, fruits and vegetables, sweet and plain potato, peas and berries, pumpkins, palak, apple, banana, papaya and many kinds of beans are the source of roughages. What is meant by source? From where we will get these roughages? Then nothing but source. Okay, from these all kind of vegetables we will get these roughages. So that's why these all vegetables are nothing but source of roughages. Okay, we must take it to include sufficient fiber food in our daily life. Okay, not only carbohydrates, proteins, these roughages also intaking of roughages also very important, very helps to our body. Okay, see here some of the examples are there. By consuming this we'll get enough roughages. See, generally we have habit to eating some fruits without peel, right? Yes, we have habit to eat some fruits without peel, and some we have habit to eat removing the peel. For example, banana. Okay, how you eat this banana without peel, right? We remove the peel. Okay, we remove the peel. Only the inner pulp of the banana we will eat, right? So only this pulp part we will eat. But like apple, okay, like apple, mango, okay, some grapes. So for this, will you remove the peel? No, we won't remove the peel. Along with the peel, we will consume that. Okay, so by eating the peel along with peel, okay, along with the peel, if we consume the food materials, if we consume the vegetables, it is helps to the body. Nothing but which contain roughages. Okay, some fibers are present in the peel part of the fruits or vegetables. So, along with the peel, if we eat that fruits or vegetables, so that helps our digestive system in the digestion process. And in some people, some areas you can see the people, see most of the vegetables are also used along with the peel. Sometimes we make some special dishes, okay, like chutneys, etc. with the peels. You know that with the red peel, prepare red chutney like that. So only with the help of peel, okay, without using total vegetables. So total vegetables only with the peel we will prepare chutney. Okay, so don't peel or discard outer layer of fruit or vegetable. Okay, because they are rich in nutrients along with roughages. So don't remove the peel. Don't remove the peel. Along with the peel, you need to, you consume fruits or vegetables, whatever it is, that contain more amount of nutrients and roughages. They are helps to you. But you have to do one thing before going to eat them along with the peel. You have to do one thing, that is you must wash that all fruits or vegetables whatever you want to eat with peel need to clean or okay wash them in salt water. Okay, salt water. Okay, dissolve some salt in the water, and with that salt water or some warm water, you need to clean or wash the vegetables, because nowadays farmers are using most pesticides to kill the pest. Okay, pesticides, insecticides. Okay, the insects may attack these vegetables, right? Vegetables or fruits. So for that purpose, they use it to kill them, farmer using pesticides, insecticides. So that will be form as a layer on these fruits or vegetables. Okay, that chemicals are deposit on these fruits or vegetables. If we consume directly along with these fruits, along with these vegetables, that chemicals also may enter into our body, which leads to various problems, diseases, and which causes sickness. Okay, so that's why before going to consume these fruits or vegetables along with the peel, you need to wash them. Okay, that is a main precaution before going to eat fruits or vegetables along with peel. See here, pesticides in the feeds, so they are very dangerous for our health. So we must wash fruits and vegetables with the salt water thoroughly, then only it becomes safe to eat them along with the peel. Okay, this is very important, you need to follow this. This is about roughages. I hope understood about roughages. Then come to water. Okay, so what is the use of this water? Water is essential component. Okay, water is an essential component needed by our body. Do you know, children? Our total body is nearly 70% of our body made up of water. Okay, so in a total body composition, 70% of our body is occupied by the water. See how water is essential for us, which maintain ionic balance. We various purposes water helps us. So that's why we need to consume excess enough amount of water. Don't neglect drinking water. Okay, you need to drink minimum 3-4 liters of water per day. So it is a very essential component along with the carbohydrates, proteins, vitamins, minerals, and all. Water also very important component. How the water helps us, from where we'll get this water? Okay, so not only we know already that we consume water, but not only in that way, we have some amount of water we will get from fruits and vegetables also. Okay, it's nothing but sources of water from vegetables and fruits. So here are some vegetables and fruits are there, they are also sources of water. Okay, so most of the fruits and vegetables also contain water. Okay, so what are the vegetables and what are the fruits contain water? Let us see here. Observe the above fruits and vegetables and cut them. So when you cut them, you can find water in them. It's nothing but juicy substance, it's nothing but buildup of water itself, right? So most vegetables like potato, beans, kheera, tomatoes, gourds, and fruits are like apple, papaya, and watermelon, etc. contain water. You know that muskmelon, watermelon, cucumber. So there are very contain more amount of water. Okay, water-rich food. So in summer season, coconut water, watermelon, muskmelon, cucumber. Okay, so if you see these all, you will get you can observe more amount of water present in that food material, right? In that fruits, right? Okay, so these all are, when we consume this, we can get along with the nutrients, we can get water. Okay, see here, why does our body needs water? Okay, so let us know that. To know the use of water, first of all, we have to do an activity. By doing that activity, you can understand how the water helps us, right? So first, to do that, we require some materials. So what are the materials we require? See, sponge. We need a sponge. At the same time, we need a pipe. Okay, sponge, pipe, and some amount of water. Some amount of water. See, come to the activity, how we need to do this activity. Take a piece of sponge and try to move it in a pipe. Try to move it in a pipe. Dear children, is it possible? See, this is a pipe. Okay, here we are taking a sponge piece. Okay, okay, I inserted into this pipe. What happened? Can you guess? Will it move through this pipe? No, it is not possible, because this is a sponge, very lightweight. Okay, it's a less weight, so it cannot move through this pipe. See, it moves with the same difficulty, right? So it moves with some difficulty. Okay, when we push it, it will move. Okay, if we stop pushing, it won't move. Means some difficulties that takes place in the movement of this sponge through this pipe, right? So remove the sponge from the pipe. So we have to do remove from here. Then dip it in a water to try to move it in again in the pipe. So second time, what is the change in the second time? We have to dip this in the water. Okay, first time without water we need to try to move through this pipe, and second time I think it is not possible. If you push it, it will move, otherwise it won't move. But next time you completely dip this sponge in the water. Okay, then what happens? It absorbs some water. When we dip this sponge in the water, this absorb this water. Then if you observe the mass of this sponge, somewhat increase. Okay, compared to the first one, the second time the sponge mass will be increased, because along with the sponge, what is it? Water also there. So the weight of the sponge may increase, the mass of the sponge may increase. Then you put the sponge in the pipe, so you can observe something. Slowly it will be moved through this pipe, right? So it moves freely and smoothly. Okay, why does it moves freely? You know that water is a food. Water is a food, and it also helps the food. See here, and also it helps it to move easily in the digestive tract. Water helps in many other processes in our body as well. Hence, we must drink plenty of water, right? So you can see here a tube, here sponge along with water. Then what happened? You can observe this. When you do this, you can understand clearly the role of water. What is the role of water? How it's a play its role in the digestion the process. So the food can move slowly with the help of water through this tube. At the same time, even the food also, when you take consume enough water, so that water mixed with this food material and the food becomes somewhat heavy. So that heavy food moves slowly, smoothly, freely towards this digestion, through this digestive system, without any constipations, without any difficulties. Okay, so that is nothing but easy bowel movement. Okay, which helps to bowel movement. Roughages and water both are helps to avoid constipation, which helps with the food to move easily through this digestive system. Okay, this is the function and role of water. Okay, and not only this, which helps in many ways. Water helps us in many ways, making removal of waste materials. Okay, water also helps in removal of waste materials. You know that sweat. Okay, so excess amount of waste materials. Generally, waste materials are sent out through the digestive system, right? So, but some amount of waste materials are throughout removed through the skin also. Okay, how in the form of sweat. Means water. Okay, means the water. These waste materials are dissolved in the water. So then the water becomes dissolved in the water, then the water becomes sweat. Okay, this sweat removed by this skin. Okay, removed through this skin, means removal of waste materials are taking place, right? So, and which also helps in maintenance of ions, nothing but sodium ions, chloride ions, whatever the ions which are present in the body. Okay, so regulating, and not only in the form of sweat, in the form of urine also. You know that if we will drink more water, we need to expel more urine. If we drink less water, we need to go for a urine less time. Okay, so if you observe in rainy season, mostly you can observe rainy season compared to the summer season, so number of times are increased. Okay, in summer season you may pass the urine number of times compared to the summer season, because the water, the excess amount of water along with waste material send out this urine. Okay, send out the waste material in the form of urine, means this regulating the waste material. Okay, in the form of sweat, in the form of urine, it will be expelled out from out the body with the help of this water. So in this way, in various ways, this water helps us. Okay, so that's why, dear student, you must drink enough amount of water. Okay, then another one, balanced diet. Okay, so okay, I think you know this balanced diet. So diet nothing but diet which contain various components in a proper proportion. So such diet is nothing but balanced diet. So here we have some tables and activities are there. So everything about balanced diet we'll discuss in next class. Okay, I hope you understand about these roughages and water everything. Okay, then we'll meet in next class. See you.